Hi everyone, this is just an update on the X-Wing fighter build. Had a bit of a break because I wasn't too well over New Year. Had the worst throat bug I'd had in years. Kind of floored me for a few days, but back on the mend again now. Probably still sound a bit groggy, and I apologise, I might cough a bit, but other than that I think I'm almost normal again. Anyway, so what we've done, we've got R2's wired up in here. Excuse me. We've got the cockpit with the fibre optics. I'll put an additional bulb up there as well to light the screen, and starting to hot melt it all in, or rather, yeah, hot glue it all in, trying to keep it so it doesn't sort of protrude too much. And then the idea is that is then going to be joined up with what we have here. So I'm about to tidy up some of the wiring and get that in place and see what we can do. Okay, so hopefully that's a nice little test. So you've got R2, you can see his little light at the back, you can see the screen, and you can see some of the controls lit up inside. Both sides of the screen. I don't know if you can see the screen. See if I can get a focus on it. It's actually a little little TIE fighter in the crosshairs, but it might be difficult to see that on camera. So that's basically it. So it's so far so good anyway. It's kind of doing what I wanted it to do. So we've got some lights. We've got some lights on R2. I redid R2's lights so they're a bit better scale. So hopefully it's going to look alright. I might have to block off the floor panel because where there's no pilot, where the legs would go is going to be a big gap, so I might have to do something about that. So anyway, that's it for now. I'll be back shortly. Okay, so the rear, well, the engines and the stand supply are all connected up, and they now meet the lights for R2-D2, the control panel, switches, and also for the illumination for the screen. So they're all going to meet up here. What I've done, I've cut some little tiny bits of heat shrink here, which is going to give me some insulation over those joints, I hope. So I'm going to put the camera down, put those in place, just get a little heat gun, and just once you put some heat on that stuff, that'll just close around and give me a nice little insulated joint. So I'll do that now and come back to you. Hi there, just a little update on the X-Wing. It's all sealed up now. Fuselage is all sealed, glued together. I did paint it once, and then I started weathering it, and I went a bit over the top. So I've just repainted it, bring it back to a blank canvas again, white. Left a little bit of shading inside the wings in the engine areas, and in the sort of mechanics and the guts of the workings, but it's coming on. Just another little coat, I think, just to finish this off, and then we'll have some decals on there, and then we'll do some weathering, and I just gotta make sure I don't go too heavy this time. I went a bit heavy last time. So there we go. Hi all, just another update on the X-Wing. Pretty much got most of the primary coat, little tiny bit of weathering and some detail painting done, and I've got some decals on today. So we've got the underside, the sides. I'm going to weather those decals a little bit, do some little scratchy, you know, make it look like there's some little bits that are peeled off and scratched off over the years, and then we'll have another bit of weathering. I'll put a bit of, I don't know if you can see right in the centre there, there's where there was a moulding on the wing with the date and the maker's name, and I've sort of gouged that out, and I've put a little bit of styrene strip in there just to make it look like an extra little bit of detail. It just covers up the big date. It said 1989 in Ertl, I think it said. So there we go. So not finished, but getting there. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll do another update soon. I want to make sure all the lighting is still working. If you remember, this had lots of lighting in it. and then I can tell you about some other little bits and pieces I've got on the go for the future. Anyway, bye for now.